The sage from South Central. Others call me the czar of common sense, but you can call me Larry Elder. And you're invited to join me tonight, starting at 7, right here on AM 560, The Answer.
Good morning, Dan and Amy. The movie that we've been promoting all week is Mully. And it's this incredible story of Charles Mully, this Kenyan who started out as an orphaned child and rose to become a business magnate, and then walked away from it all to
help others.
To help others who started out like him. It's an incredible story. It is an enjoyable film. It's like an hour and 20 minutes, but it flies.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, it flies by. It's really gripping. And we're pleased now to be joined by the central figure in Mully, Dr. Charles Mully. Mr. Mully, thanks so much for joining us. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much for having me today, and I'm happy to be able to share about my story and the movie.
Yeah, your story is a remarkable one. There's no question about it. And, it starts out and it moves quickly, so you don't have a lot of time to reflect other than after the movie. You kind of try and digest everything that you've seen and heard. But the thing that was jarring to me, I was talking with Amy about it off the air. So you're orphaned as a child in a slum area in Nairobi, and you had to beg for food, live on the streets, beg for food for 10 years as a child before you were taken in as a family. Is there any way to convey what that was really like?
There is no way I could really compare the suffering, the hopelessness, and all that child needs that I really lacked. I did not have any access of food, accommodation, and even clothing. It was really hard for me. But for almost 11 years, I was just begging. I was doing nothing good. And as a child, I felt like I was denied my right. But all the same, there's nobody that I could blame. As my parents were very, very poor. My father was so much addicted to alcohol, and he used to create violence every time when he returned to our small house.
So you're so desperate for food and for water, and so you would have to steal sometimes in order to get food. Would you steal food and, pardon? To survive.
In order to survive. In order to survive, then I had to get involved also into stealing and begging and, scavenging, all this kind of life that was really awful.
And then you were taken in by this family. Kind of explain that moment where a family opened their door to you and changed your life.
I remember when I was 16 years old, as I had really reached the climax of real extreme poverty. So when I decided to leave the place where I was staying, far from the city of Nairobi, and I decided to walk over 85 kilometers, taking about 4 days, and then I was in Nairobi. Nairobi, I was going there to beg, to look for a job. But, going to Nairobi, it was not easy being able to survive where the food was not available and nobody was ready to give me food. But I was knocking everywhere and knocking and knocking and knocking. But one Asian or Indian lady opened our house and she looked at me and asked me, "Why are you disturbing us here?" And then I explained my problem, and I said that I was very angry. I'd never eaten. I needed a place where I could even stay and work. But she asked me what kind of a job, and then I said I never knew any. I had no skills, and so she took me through the masses, and she employed me as a house maid or serving in the house, cleaning, washing dishes, cleaning clothes, and I also worked very hard. For about 6 months later, she spoke to a husband and who was very generous and good to me, and they gave me a job in his company where he used to be the CEO of a big company about 50 kilometers away from the city of Nairobi. There I was employed. I worked very hard. I was promoted from supervisor to assistant manager. I went on to become an owner of a good second vehicle that I bought with the amount that I saved. And then that car, I decided also not to continue with that kind of life of being employed. I wanted to be somebody, and through entrepreneurship and the entrepreneurial spirit, I converted that vehicle. It became a taxi. I served for some time. I bought another vehicle, and it multiplied and had a big company of transporting people across Kenya.
And it was called Mully Ways. Yeah. And it was there that, at the Indian lady's home where you met your wife, you got married. Mully Ways turned into other job opportunities where you business opportunities where you capitalize on them, and you were very successful and had children. And then one day you had an epiphany. What made you decide to, when you became a multimillionaire, that you needed to sell off your assets and help other people?
Yes. As I continued with the business, and I was doing very, very well in business, and I had money, I had cars, I had everything. Then I drove one day from the city of Eldoret, where I used to live, and then reaching to Nairobi, I found street boys, gang of street boys, and then as I was parking my car, they surrounded me and asked me for money, and I told them, I cannot give you money. You have done nothing. I shut the door. I remember I was rude to them. I never at all remembered about my past experience when I was a little boy and when I grew. But I came back after about 35 minutes only to get shock of my life that this vehicle was not there. These young people organized about the stealing of my car. And therefore, I went back. I went to report the matter to the police station, and up to this day, I've never heard about that vehicle. And therefore, I went back. That was way back in 1986, April. I went back very, very upset and so much troubled. And for 3 years, I could not really walk. When I saw children cry, saw orphans, and all mothers who were poor, my life and my heart and my love went to them. And for 3 years, then I could not walk anymore. I became sick. I was not knowing what to do. One thing is that I felt guilty because I did not give any money to those young people were asking for me to give them money. And therefore, something was haunting me. I had no peace. And therefore, I decided to give everything, my business, and then give it to the poor. That was God's call. Because He said to me, I raised you up, I gave you everything, you were poor, and now you have forgotten. You are to give, and you are to give back to the very poor of the poorest. And so I decided to do that. I reported that matter to my wife, and they could not believe. They became sick. They thought their father has become crazy man. Wow, the people who knew me, my friends, they rejected me. They said, no, you cannot do this. And then I said, I'm a man of principle. I want to obey, and I've obeyed already. I've made my decision to follow what I have been told, to help the needy children, to help men and women, those who are in trouble, those who are to fight for the sick, and also for justice. And so that started in 1989, November 1989, 17.
And in the intervening nearly 30 years, Mully Children's Family, which is your foundation, has rescued more than 12,000 homeless, abused, or orphaned children in Kenya. And I mean, it's
remarkable. How
it's incredible. And
they learned how to grow their own food. I mean, now it's just this huge. It's a business.
Well, right. So that's the other piece of this, right? Is it seems to me that you're, helping those who started out the same place that you did, but you're also helping them to try and get to the same places that you got.
Oh yes, in fact, my mission and my main objective is to empower all those poor to become self-reliant in their own lives, to be able to become changers, people who can help others in their lives. And that's what I've been doing. And over the years, I've been really educating these young people. I build schools for kindergarten, secondary school, primary school, and up to grade 12, that I've been able to take them up to the university, as well as also colleges where they can learn many courses, such as businesses, business administration, farming, and medical, and as well as being parents, as well as all these kind of people. So this training and the vocational training that we also offer, tailoring, cloth designing, and hairdressing. There are so many things that we are training them, and this is a big thing because these young people are becoming the transformers. They have also started helping even other areas in our country, Kenya. They have started helping these young people everywhere. It is a big change. It is a big transformation, something that has never been ever experienced in our country, in Africa. This is a model. The reason that is a model is about sustainability program that is within the rehabilitation and habilitation of the young people as well as children. And at the same time, planting trees. Climate change that we have planted over 5.8 trees, because if you want a family to grow, there must be observation and the care of what we call climate change and the water development. And so MCM, Mully Children's Family, has become a model in Africa and also in the world, because there is no other big home, family where children are very well taken care of, and they belong to me, they belong to my family, the biggest family in the world. And so I'm so happy. There is nothing that I could do better than what I'm doing, because I would have really become rich and richer and richer. But, richness cannot give you happiness. I am really getting happiness.
Well, we're happy, and we're very happy to speak with you. The movie is Mully. The man is Charles Mully. The foundation is Mully's Children's Family. It's the going back to the movie next week, October 3rd, 4th, and 5th. You can buy tickets online at mullymovie.com, and also check for a local listing for a theater near you. And in addition to that, we should just note, in conjunction with Focus on the Family, when you pre-purchase an online ticket at mullymovie.com, $15 per ticket will be donated to help orphans in the United States and at Mully's Children's Family through the Global Orphan Care Fund. Dr. Charles Mully, a real pleasure to talk to you. Congratulations on all of your success in every sense of that word. Good luck with the movie, and good luck with your continued service to others, and thank you so much for joining us. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much for having me. Goodbye for now.
All right. Goodbye for now.
Thanks for loving all those children. And again, to get your tickets, go to mullymovie.com. That's mullymovie.com. And Dr. Charles Mully joined us on our Turnkey.pro answer line.